consumer aware of what is happening on behalf of the eco movement at your club. Same reason we would carry certification with the Audubon Society. There is a certain segment of America that's very important to, and we want them to know that it's important to us too. With the eco travel, there's a growing segment of America that the eco travel is important to, and sustainability is important to, and so we want them to know that it's important to us too. When the consumer is looking at, do I want A or B? Well, A does this and B doesn't do this. Why wouldn't I? Wouldn't I go to A? You know, I mean, if somebody else didn't have that idea first, I probably wouldn't have ever thought of it. I mean, everything that I've done came from someone else, and so having the access to other places and having someone to go to and say, hey, we want to do this. How have you done this? Or just give it ideas, and then you're going to see a whole different. I think you'll see a number of levels of capability. I mean, there's going to be golf courses that don't have the budget to do certain things, but what we can show you are things that you can do that don't affect your budget and will actually help your budget. And then you have a course that has an unlimited budget, and so they can take on a whole new set of issues. And I think you'll see just a number of different courses approaching it in different ways depending on what they can do. I feel like you've done everything. There's always something else, and that's what kind of brings you back to that almost networking that certification process provides.
Welcome back to Where to Play Golf Eco Style. We are the Golf Guys, and we're at the beautiful Wild Rock Golf Club in the Wisconsin Dells.
Well, welcome. Pat Stein, Director of Golf for Wild Rock Golf Course.
On to other places.
Yeah, one of the things we talk about playing eco style is some of the preservations and things that they do on the course to conserve water. And one of the things you do here is sort of the prairie and natural grasses that implement that. You don't have to water them, it's just sort of they're there.
Yeah, exactly. When we built the golf course, we had that kind of in mind as taking some areas that would be out of play and using those areas as wild areas that didn't need to have water and maintenance, so that we could leave them as wild areas for the animals and just leave as nature intended.
Well, today we have Patrick Steffes of Trapper's Turn Golf Course and beautiful complex here in the Wisconsin Dells. Welcome, Patrick.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Your golf course. What we have here?
Absolutely, yeah. 27 golf holes here at Trapper. Put out bluebird houses out here, and they have fun with that project and come on out and they get to see the golf course, and it's kind of a neat deal for everyone involved.
So conserving water is a big part of also what you do here.
Absolutely. Yeah, we want to use the least amount of water that we can to keep the grass growing and healthy.
Hey,
not every day. I've seen some bass in there, so.
Welcome back to Where to Play Golf Eco Style and the 19th hole. I'm Michael Stewart along with Tim Bona and Bob Prosser. He is the general manager of the Ishnala, which is Wisconsin's favorite supper club. And Bob,
I like that.
Give us a little history and a little about the location and how this came to be.
Ishnala is located in Lake Delton, and actually it was an old Indian trading post in the late 1800s, and then it was a private home in the early 1900s, and then it was converted to a small restaurant. The Hoffman brothers, who used to own the Hoffman houses in the Midwest, purchased this in 1953, so we've been here 63 years as a restaurant. Trees growing through the roof. They built the building around the trees. We've got a couple of decks, couple of bars. There is not a bad view in the house.
And Mirror Lake is right below us.
Mirror Lake, it's just a great setting.
And there's a Native American theme to this area. In Winnebago, the name of your restaurant means?
By itself alone.
But it's a public facility, so it's very social.
We still want you. Very social, by itself alone.
Well, I'm telling you, after negotiating the glacial terrain, we're down at Waterside now, and what a setting here. I'm waiting for Hansel and Gretel to come out of the woods and join us.
I don't hear them.
Correspondent, and we are at the beautiful grand lawn of the sanctuary at the beautiful Kiawah Island Resort, and joining us is the Roger Warren, the past president of the PGA of America and president of Kiawah Island Resorts. Roger, welcome to Where to Play Golf.
Good to see you guys again and talk to you again. Glad you're here in the beautiful paradise known as Kiawah Island.
The uniqueness of this place.
It's really growing fast, and it's a lot of fun to be there because there's so many activities you can get involved in.
Now, I must tell our viewers to...
what do you got going on there, buddy?
This is, don't adjust your TV sets. It is mud on my face, and I did it in honor of you. We were out this morning on a dolphin tour, and since you've got so many eco-friendly things to do here, we're on a dolphin tour and a kayak tour, and this mud, Kristen, our guide, said it was very good for the skin. So
Fluff mud.
I put it.
It's
Is that what
fluff
you
mud,
call
and
it?
it's really the joke we play on everybody
Yes.
who comes here for the first time is go ahead and put this on your face. It's going to make you feel good because it really has no impact at all, and most of us stay away from it. So,
Oh,
but
well.
it looks good on you.
Looks good on me? Okay. Well, I did it in
man.
your honor. But you do have amazing eco-friendly activities down here. Besides the, where were you at Mingo Point? Some great things to do.
Kayaking, the dolphin
Oh,
quest.
the dolphins. We saw a dozen dolphins on our
I think one of the
trip.
most unique features of this island and of this resort is how much has gone into creating a balance between man's presence on this island and maintaining the maritime forest. This is a barrier island, so there's a number of different species here that you don't see other places. And I think it's been a real effort to make sure that we interact together well. We have a nature department that'll take you around the island and show you all the different kinds of birds. There's alligators, snakes. It is a very unusual place that we're proud of the fact that we can offer what we do at the resort and still maintain the positive relationship with the environment.
When I retired, I was downtown, I was coming here out of country. You still got to be very good food. You still got to be presented very well, you know. And sometimes you want to eat light, you don't want to have a heavy duty meal, you know.
The King and Prince is an iconic property here on St. Simon's Island, and part of that is because of our unique color, but the architecture too. The King and Prince is a member of Historic Hotels of America, and our historic building is on the National Register of Historic Places. You know, the King and Prince experience is different things to different people. The unique part of this resort is that we're a small resort with under 200 rooms, yet we have so many different types of accommodation.
Now, what's the best way to tour the island? I heard you had some trolley tours. Is that a good way?
It's a fantastic. It gives you a quick 2-hour tour of the island. It shows you all the unique features that are here.
I saw horseshoe trails on the beach today. The horses
Really?
are on the beach today. Oh my goodness, that's another way to tour this beautiful place.
And by bikes.
Bikes.
You know, we have really hard sand, so it's
Right.
a great beach to run on or bike
We
on.
saw the families out there this morning, folks. No roller coasters. You come to the Golden Isles. They were out exploring. The kids were getting sand between their toes, under their fingernails, exploring. I mean, you must enjoy seeing that here. Yeah.
I'm always fascinated by the shrimp boats that keep going, get going fast. I mean, love to get out.
The consumer aware of what is happening on behalf of the eco movement at your club. Same reason we would carry certification with the Audubon Society. There is a certain segment of America that's very important to, and we want them to know that it's important to us too. With the eco travel, there's a growing segment of America that the eco travel is important to, and sustainability is important to, and so we want them to know that it's important to us too. When the consumer is looking at, do I want A or B? Well, A does this and B doesn't do this. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I go to A? You know, I mean, someone else didn't have that idea first. I probably wouldn't have ever thought of it. I mean, everything that I've done came from someone else, and so having the access to other places and having someone to go to and say, hey, we want to do this. How have you done this? Or just give it ideas, and then you're going to see a whole different. I think you'll see a number of levels of capability. I mean, there's going to be golf courses that don't have the budget to do certain things, but what we can show you are things that you can do that don't affect your budget and will actually help your budget. And then you have a course that has an unlimited budget, and so they can take on a whole new set of issues. And I think you'll see just a number of different courses approaching it in different ways depending on what they can do.